So 2nd Ezra 5 and 46 until 48, if I'm correct. And he said unto me, so the angel said unto the heavenly, wait, asked thou the womb of the woman. Yeah, so the heavenly Father spoke through the angel unto the Lord, unto Ezra. So it says here, and he said unto me, ask the womb of the woman, and say unto her, if thou bringest forth children, why dost thou not together? What? Why dost thou it not together, like a dog, have 9 children at the same time and stuff like that? Now you do have women on the planet Earth, because there was a woman that had 44 children, and every time she got pregnant, she got like triplets, and she got like children of 3. She got twins, 2 children. Sometimes she got 4, and I think she got 5s also. Crazy. Every time she got pregnant, this woman. And the last one was a single child. Right. The youngest one is 6 in 2023. Was 6. So now the child is I think 7. But I think the last one, was the only one that she got as a solo child, if I'm correct. I clicked on it, of course. I'm gonna put the link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself, if you want to. You know, she had 44 children, and they're gonna explain to you how she kept on getting pregnant and then had a booming thing in her. So this is just exemptments. No. How can I say it? Basically, this is not happening to every woman upon the planet Earth. You have a few. You have a few that are able to do these things, right? But ESAU trying to explain away her condition, which is she's something with hyperfertility or something like that. You know, her womb is hyper fruitful, and it's even said that it would be dangerous for her to not have children because something is going to happen to her, something like that. I don't know, man. Devil's always trying to misexplain stuff away, you know. Like, they're trying to explain also that here, science explains here. They're also trying to say that now a new study published by 2 researchers, 2 monkeys, from the University of whatever in UK, has suggested that the parting of the waters can also be explained to meteorical phenomenon, a negative storm surge caused by a wind set and stuff like that, tidal renounced. So what they're saying is a so-called science, but it says in the scriptures that they walked on dry land. That's already a cut. But you shouldn't even go into entertaining these fools, trying to explain to them like, no, it says they went on dry land, you know, because it says here, Exodus 14:21, and Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, right? And here it comes, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. And Elijah did it also in the book of 1 Kings. Right? Dry land. Not Joshua, man. Sorry, Elijah. Sorry. He did it also. They went on dry ground, not land. They went on. I was looking for it. I was like, no, it's probably earth, dry earth, or something. Dry ground in the book of 1 Kings, 2 Kings. Then here, and Elijah took his mantle and wrapped it together and smote the waters, and they were divided hither and thither, so that they too went over dry ground. So the ground was dry like this. But like I said, showing this to a cave monkey is useless because he's a liar. He's lying to you. He knows that it is the truth. This guy knows. So You going into his this is what you're doing when you're going back and forth with a cave monkey. Proverbs 26:4. I'm not talking about the common cave monkey, because they will believe it. They look. If a person is colorblind and he sees green, meanwhile it's actually blue or orange, right? Is he a liar? No, he's not. But he's wrong, but he's not a liar, right? So his eyes just have a malfunction, and that's the same with the common Edomite, right? But the elites, the so-called fake scientists, science so falsely called. Then I didn't want to do that. Proverbs 26:4. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him. You're gonna get tricked, man. That's why you shouldn't go into conversations with what you call this guy again, Charleston White. Let that man talk. And he's funny too, but the devil isn't funny. An Edomite is not funny. An Edomite is the destroyer of faith. He's a bringer of doubt, so that you can get destroyed. He knows he's going to get destroyed, but he wants to take you with him, and he can't really do it physically. But he is doing it physically, but he can't do it to 100% of us physically. But mentally, he's able to destroy many more than he would destroy in the flesh, right? Or he wants your mind. 1 Timothy 6:20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, which is this word that we have, avoiding profane and vain babblings. And this vain babbling is bullshit. What he's saying. And oppositions of science, falsely so called. Or another one. So on the moon, right? So what? Why am I talking about? Why am I talking to you about? Why are you talking to me about the moon? What does it benefit me? Nothing. Okay, cool guys. So why are you talking? It's vain. It's bullshit. What you get out of here, cave monkey. Get out of here with your fake falseness. What are you talking about? Mars. What is this for? Let me see. Mars. Oh no, Mars. Yeah. What is this for? What is this gonna do?
The images in this video are all real.
Yo, if you gotta tell me that something is real, I'll already be laughing at you, man. Cause you're really trying, you're reaching, my man. But you have people here that actually do believe it. No water, no air to breathe, extremely low temperatures. How you know that? Anyway, just rocks, yet fascinating in some strange way. These are the people that rule over us. That's why the Heavenly Father has a sense of humor. He's funny. This is photoshopped with a glance over it. This is right here on Earth. Many other whistleblowers, whose few of them are dead now, have been talking about these things. It's just funny.
For over 10 years.
So it says
Mount Sharp. The Curiosity rover continues to...
The Curiosity rover continues to rise the hillside of Mount Sharp. They just named it the name. The mountain it has been climbing for what?
Rise the hillside of Mount Sharp. The mountain it has been climbing for over 10 years.
So this thing doesn't even have dust on it. I'm going to leave that in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. But they have oppositions of science, falsely so called. So what is science? The definite. You can trick these cave monkeys. It's funny because it's just funny. It's just funny. If you want to trick them, ask them what science means. They don't know. They don't know. They have no idea. It's actually knowledge. It says it right here. But you shouldn't tell them that. Make them say it. And then when they say technology, because that's what they think, a lot of them are thinking technology, and then you just laugh at them. Here, science goes into the word ciencia. That's what I'm looking for. Ciencia definition. which means knowledge. Science in Latin. Yeah, scientia, and then scientia means knowledge. That's it. That's literally it. That's what it means. So their science, their knowledge is falsely so called. It's because it's not science. It's not knowledge. They're lying to you. So going into a conversation with him or a discussion with him concerning these type of things, you're wasting your time, man. You're talking to a fool, and you're gonna be just like a fool then, going into foolish topics, you know, especially with their elites, because they know better. Oh yeah, and they know exactly what they're doing. So Second Maccabees. Right, going on now. It says here, Second Maccabees, chapter 5, 6, 6. No, Second Ezra, chapter 5. No. Oh, yeah, yeah. Why dost thou it not together, but one after another? Pray her therefore to bring forth 10 children at once. And I said, she cannot, like a dog. But must do it by distance of time. Yeah, it doesn't say that, it doesn't mean that just because it says it like this, it doesn't mean that, twins are not possible, or could three or four or five even at the same time. It's possible, but not every woman is going to be able to do that. Anyway, going on. So she must do it by distance of time, right? So that's why a woman in 3 years she can get 3 children, or if you have a super womb, or the Most High blessed you like that, then you might have a lot of children in 3 years, So yeah. But normally you're gonna get 3 children in 3 years, and a man can have 1,000 children in 3 years. Right. Of course, multiple wives, because not one woman is gonna be able to do that. He can have 500 women, or 1,000 women, and within 3 years he has 1,000 children. And I'm sure 100% even, I'm sure that if you impregnate 1,000 women, I think you're gonna get a few twins over there, brother. I'm telling you. I think you're gonna get a few twins. Yeah, I think so. It's come on, man. 1,000 women, the chances of you getting a twin, multiple twins even, that's very high. I think it would be high. It's possible. It's more possible than if you have just one wife. Let's say that. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be 100%, but it's up there. Right, going on. 48. Then said he unto me, even so have I given the womb of the earth to those that be sown in it in their times. So let me see the souls. No, then it's higher. Oh, sorry, here. Oh, here it is. Sorry. Oh, I went over it anyway. Right. No, actually, I don't want that color. I want I already have purple, right? So, okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Anyway, let me just read it. And I said, as thou hast said unto thy servant, that thou, which givest life to all, hast given life at once to the creature that thou hast created, and the creature beareth, even so even so it might now also bear them that are now that now be present at once. What? Oh, sorry. Then answered he me, and said, the creature may not haste above the maker, neither may the world hold them at once that shall be created therein. Damn, I flew over it, I didn't even notice it, but it's good. I read this too, so it's all dope. Lord willing, of course. Right. So yeah. So there you have it. Basically, it tells you that the world cannot contain, because the world cannot contain all the souls that the Heavenly Father created. It can't. So now, second Esdras, and this was what? Second Esdras 6. I think I clicked away the second Maccabees. Sorry. Oh yeah. Let me get this before I forget it, because I already forgotten it. Now, so it says here, Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But, yeah, because it's undefiled, because you have a wife. And you are allowed to have multiple wives, and your bed is still undefiled. You know? But whoremongers and adulterers, the Heavenly Father will judge. So, bye-bye, Andrew. And let me see. And the boys that you create, that you model after yourself, beautifully, they're gonna get destroyed too. Beautiful. So just lead them unto death. You see, the blind will lead the blind, even though the blind, they look cool with their sunglasses on. Well, he doesn't look cool. I just said it just to make fun, but right. The Andrew Tate. You might think I hate him or something like that. Well, I do hate him to a certain degree. I don't like him. I'll say that. Because I hate proud people. He's very proud, very materialistic. He think he's great. He think he has achieved something. Yeah, Andrew Tate. And he was showing the police, he was showing the elites how many times, who the fuck gets arrested like this? Who does this? Yeah, this is so-called for a picture, so I'm gonna leave him at that. But who gets arrested like this? Get the fuck out of here. Your hand, come on, man. Really? He's showing his elites like the mysterious handshake used, the hand sign, used by Andrew Tate, which is rumored to be linked to, see, these people know, but still he has a lot of followers, because if you are of this world, then the world will love its own. So if you are on a satanic type tip, you take hand just breathe air, whatever. If you are on a satanic type tip, arrested in the car. When he was in the car, he was arrested in the car. He had this thing on. Come on, who gets arrested like that, man? Who gets arrested like this? And this guy wanted to do it also. TikTok prankster posts outside court flashing meditation made famous by Andrew Tate. So he's just playing around. He's just playing, But the Andrew Tate, he knows what he's doing. That's one of the reasons I don't like him. But I don't care, because he is here to lead many to a path which. It's gonna be laughable. It's laughable. See, if you already know, you know when to laugh and no, not when to laugh. Why to laugh? That's what I should say. You know why to laugh. I laugh at this because I know what he's going to do. He's going to cause many to fall beautifully, because they want to be like him. That's not a good example, but anyway. So it's all good. Yeah. Revelation 21:8. But the fearful, and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and that's a sorcery thing what he just did, and idolaters, idol worshippers, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is nuclear fire, which is the second death. Brimstone is one of the main ingredients of a nuclear bomb. So going on 15. For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers. A dog is a pimp. It's a gigolo. It's a gigolo. And murderers. So you're not allowed to be a male prostitute, because it shows you right here. Here. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 18. Thou shalt not bring the hire of a whore. So the money of a whore that you make, because the hire of a whore is the money of a whore. That's her money. That's how she made money, and then she gives it to you. Her money is fast. She can make $1 million in a year and a normal person can't. You can't. You will never see that type of money. She can make 1 million in a year, even faster than that. It depends on how many people like her. She can make 1 million in a few months, you know? Yeah, man. She can buy a house in a month. Here. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm not. Okay. Well, what did she make? It doesn't say. 20 million per month? Shit. What the see, I told you. I told you. Shit. I didn't even realize that one. Shit. Rounds out the top 3 with total earnings of 20. Okay. Shit. 20 million a month? It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. In a month. That's what I'm saying. I thought a year. I was like, okay, maybe a year. But 20 million in a month is very good. Iggy Azalea or something, 36 million. 34. 24. And Denise Richards. Oh yeah, that's that famous female. That she played the she devil. She is a she devil. She played she devil in Undercover Brother. And her daughter also. She breed her daughter to collab with her on OnlyFans. Denise Richards slammed for OnlyFans collab with her daughter. Yeah, man. You bringing that little girl up in the whole system. Boy, this is beautiful. This is what happened to our daughters, our women and our daughters. You can see it here. You can see it right here in Hosea chapter 4. So now it's happening to them. I'm laughing. So it says here, Hosea 4:14. I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom. That's what happened to the Israelites because we were doing crazy stuff. So wait, let me start here. Hosea 4:12. My people ask counsel at their stocks. Stocks is wood. It's a statue. And their staff declared it unto them. Because because our people was worshiping devils. For the spirit of whoredoms had caused them to err, and they have gone a whoring from under their God. We went to other gods. They sacrifice upon the top of the mountains, and burn incense upon the hills. We was doing rituals under oaks and poplars and elms. That's like in the Bohemian Grove. What the Edomites are doing right now, our people were doing back then. But we learned it from the heathen, and then we took it and then ran with it, and then the Lord got angry. That's why we're in slavery until this day. Because of that. And many other things. Because the shadow thereof is good. Therefore, so because we did these things, therefore your daughter shall commit whoredom. I'm going to hurt you with your daughters. Because ain't nobody want his daughter to be a hoe. Nowadays, they can't say anything because Esau is going to smack you if you smack your daughter. And your spouses shall commit adultery. Nowadays, you can't do anything because these females is running rampant. What you going to do about it? You ain't going to do shit. You know what I'm saying? If you do, you going to jail. You going to jail. You going to jail. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go for 14. I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouses when they commit adultery, for themselves are separated with whores, and they sacrifice with harlots. So we was actually having physical orgies also, crazy stuff, just like the Gentiles that taught us. Just like I read in the book of Second Maccabees. When in Rome, do as the Romans do, right? If you read First Maccabees, you will see that our people started to follow after them. So we started to do their things. First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. So they started to do, let me read on. Then certain of the people went so forward therein, they was extreme with it, that they went to the king, their king, Edomite king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. Whereupon they built a place of exercise in Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen. And this was naked gymnastics. Because when you, I don't want to click it. Gymnastics here. Gymnastics means nudity. Here, bodily exercise. I'm not making this up. And generally school, right? Which in turn is derived from the common Greek adjective, right? Adjective, gymnos, meaning naked or nude. That's why when you have gymnastics outfits for girls, yeah, really, yeah. See, you see, this is it. Gymnastics, it's nudity because you can see the shape of the body. It's not. It doesn't leave a lot to the imagination. This is what it does. It's actually gymming in the nude. But Esau always has a beautiful explanation. Well, this is aerodynamic, It's better, It feels like you have no clothing on. Yeah, it actually does, yeah. And you can move better, Ho, 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 ho. For all jerking off to your little daughter's pictures and stuff like that. Ho, 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 ho. I'm like, ho, ho, ho. That's what they're doing. You think I'm making this up? Let me see. Girl model show. There was a model show that a lot of people had problems with because they was putting these little kids in all these type of sexual clothing and stuff like that, and the people got mad about that, man. But then again, what the fuck you gonna do? What you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing. What you gonna do? You gonna stop Satan? Yeah, you can't even stop them from teaching your kids all manner of crazy stuff in school and having trannies read book for them and stuff like that. What you gonna do? You gonna stop them? You can't stop Satan, boy. You gotta wait until the Heavenly Father comes and put a stop to that dude. Just like the Pharaoh, we couldn't stop him. The Heavenly Father stopped him. Yeah, and he punished him real good. Until this day, they ain't great anymore. The Hamites, they ain't great anymore. Until this day. That's because the Lord put a stop to him. But after that, actually, they were still great. If you read the book of First Esdras, you will see that the Lord still used Pharaoh, King Necho, king of Egypt, Pharaoh Necho, king of Egypt. He still used him, and that was the same guy that actually got Josiah killed, which was a king that the Lord loved, but he was stubborn. And then let me read it for you real quick. Here, King. No. Oh boy, Necho. No, Egypt. Yeah, here. 25. Now after all these acts of Josiah, it came to pass that Pharaoh, king of Egypt, came to raise war at Carchemish upon Euphrates. I forgot which it was. It's somewhere in the First Chronicles. It explains to you who this is. I think First Chronicles 35 or something like that. Let me see. I think it was here. I'm not sure. What? First Chronicles, Second Chronicles, then? Yeah, Josiah, yeah. And here, 20. Carchemish. No, then it wasn't another. Let me see something. Second Kings 23. Second Kings 23, which is, I'm gonna go back to Joshua. It's a small chapter anyway. There's not a lot of explanation there anyway. But yeah, sorry about that. Let me see something. 2 Kings 23 and 28. Here. In his days, Pharaoh Necho, king of Egypt, his name is Necho. It's spelled different here, by the way. Went up against the king of Assyria. So he went against the king of Assyria. He went to go slaughter him, right? But who told him to go slaughter him? And Joshua went out against him, but he sent messengers. So Necho sent messengers saying, "What have I to do with thee, thou king of Judah? I come not against thee this day, but against the house wherewith I have war. For Yahweh, your God, commanded me to make haste. Forbear thee from meddling with Yahweh, who is with me, that he destroy thee not." Nevertheless, Josiah didn't turn from him, so he got killed. That shows you that the Lord did help Pharaoh. He was with him. He told him, "Go kill that Assyrian guy. I want him dead." And he did. He went to go kill him. And he did. So, after Pharaoh, after they put us in slavery, the Lord was still, look, if you are a king and then you go off, the Lord is going to raise up another king to come against you and beat you up. If you read the book of 1 Ezra, you will see that happened the whole time to us. Did evil. So, 1 Ezra 1 and 39. 5 and 20 years old was Joachim when he was made king in the land of Judea and Jerusalem. And he did evil before the Lord. Wherefore, so because he did evil before the Lord, wherefore against him Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, came up and bound him with a chain of brass and carried him into Babylon. As what? As a slave. He made him a slave. We don't want to listen. You don't want to be a servant unto the Lord, because we are slaves, right? But we are servants. Exodus 4. Yes, we are servants, but then once we don't want to serve the Lord anymore, then we're gonna become slaves of the heathen nations for punishment. You don't want to serve me? Okay, you're gonna serve them. You want water? Go work for him. You want food? Go work for him. You want housing? Go work for him. You want clothing? You want clothing? Go work for him. You want to get married? Go to him to get the certificate and stuff like that, and then you be married. That's fucked up, actually. You got to go to another race in order for you to establish your personal, intimate relationship with your wife. That's horrible. Exodus chapter 4, verse 23. And I say unto thee, let my son go, that he may serve me. Right? Exodus 4 and 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith Yahweh, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. And I say unto thee, let my son go, that he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay thy son, even thy firstborn. Exodus chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the heavenly Father and keep his commandments. For this is the duty of man. This is the duty of man. Israelite, especially Israelite man. And the rest of the world are also going to follow our laws according to the book of Isaiah chapter 2 and Micah chapter 4. But anyway, the point is that we are the servants of the Lord. So it doesn't matter what you say, you are a slave of the Lord. But that word maybe is a bit harsh. So we are the servants of the Lord. Yeah, that's a little bit better. But if we don't want to serve the Lord, then we will become the slaves of the heathen nations. The fact that you're working right now, no, let me say it different. The fact that you have a social security number, yeah. You're a slave. Yeah. The fact that you're being taxed, yeah, you're a slave. So yeah. We still are. To a certain degree. You still have to work to fill somebody else's pockets. I mean, aren't they getting rich from the taxes that we pay? So they're still making money off of us. They're making bank off of us. But anyway, their daughters are turning into prostitutes, which is beautiful. Our daughter's been prostitutes, so I'm not shocked about that one. Who's this? Free subscription, 18 million. How does that work? Isn't it free? I don't even know this female. I have never seen this female before. see a demon. I see a white female. Well, she's not a. I know she a nigga, but or maybe not. I don't know what the fuck she is, bro. I see this thing over here, and then I see her, of course, walking around as a caucus female. Yeah, you would you would never come in my house, bro. I'm telling you. Anyway, so enough of this shit. So Deuteronomy 23:18, thou shalt not bring the hire of a whore or the price of a dog into the house of the Lord of Yahweh thy power for any vow. For even both these are abomination unto Yahweh thy power. So a whore is an abomination, and a gigolo, a male prostitute, is also abomination. But some of them whores are gonna make it, because they're gonna repent and they're gonna come back into the Lord. And some male prostitutes. Yeah, I'm thinking about this like, what the fuck? Because you have two type of male prostitutes. You have the male prostitute that it's maybe three even. There's actually two, but still three. You have one that only sleeps with women, and you have one that sleeps with men, and the one that sleeps with men and women. So it's kind of three, but yeah. I'm thinking like, oh shit. Okay, I don't want to indulge myself in that one. I do know the gigolo is the man that sleeps with women only, gigolos. They got some old, decrepit, crusty looking females and stuff like that, smelling, they did type of stuff. And yeah, I don't know how you get your stuff hard, but yeah, you have to. Juice Viagra, sucker. But the point is, their money, the price of a dog, and the hire of a whore, you cannot, because you're gonna get rich. If you're a whore, you're gonna get rich. Especially now with the OnlyFans things, you're gonna get rich, because now millions of men have access to you. Back in the days, it was only a few hundreds, maybe a few thousand. It depends on if the word spreads, how good you are, and what you know what I'm saying. But now, OnlyFans, all I have to click is, I clicked it, OnlyFans, and then I click on it. It's 2 clicks. Only 1 click, and the second click. And of course, you gotta then put the name and all that type of stuff. I'm not gonna go there. You can figure it out for yourself. You didn't even have to go there. All you type is OnlyFans and then the celebrity name behind it, and then you type nude, and then you're gonna see it. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, and the higher, you cannot take their money and give it unto the Lord for any vow, or you want to pay tithes or something like that. You can't, because that's abomination money. So, for without our dogs, yeah, out of the temple, out of the temple, out from the Lord, away from the Lord, are dogs. Away from the Lord are sorcerers, whoremongers, murderers, idolaters, which is idol worshippers, and whatsoever loveth and maketh a lie. So if you love lying and create lies, you are without. You're on the outside. They'll kick you out. The Lord's going to kick you out, right? But like I said, you have some of these people that will repent and not do these things anymore and come to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and they might get salvation. Right. So okay, enough of that. And then, right. So Second Maccabees chapter 6 verse 12. Now I beseech those that read this book, because we have been destroyed, and if you read this, you will see that we were not allowed to keep our laws. Well, that's why a lot of our people call themselves Africans now. I can't even say it as irritating as that guy. He says it's very irritating. I can't stand that. He screams loud. I hate loud mouth. I hate people that scream loud. I hate it. It's sometimes irritating when I hear the, hey, shut up. You talk too loud. I can hear you. Talk quiet. But yeah, some jakes, they can't help themselves. I still hate it. I don't like that. Why are you screaming? I can hear you. I'm standing right here. Why are you screaming? Some jakes, they can't speak normal, like soft. That is normal to them, but yeah, going on. Now it says here, 2 Maccabees 6 and 12. Now I beseech those that read this book, that they be not discouraged for these calamities. Yeah, don't be discouraged, because the Lord already prophesied that we're going to fall. Don't be discouraged from it, by it. But that they judge those punishments not to be for their destruction. but for chastening of our nation. That's why we don't have this. That's why we don't have this. We don't have this. We don't have this. We had a little small patch of land compared to the rest of the world. we have nothing, basically. We got nothing. Nothing. Verse 13. For it is a token of his great goodness. And you might think like, huh? How can this be a token of his great goodness? You gonna find out. It's like this. Romans 8 and 18. For I reckon, right? I think, establish, consider, think, I reckon, that the sufferings of this present time, right? Where are we going to? Are not worthy to be compared with the glory that shall be revealed in us. Right? What one of the glories? Isaiah chapter 41. No, actually here. 40. This is just one and I'm going to leave it. This scripture right here would cause these type of Arabs to give up everything in existence that they have. Anything and everything. If you have this type of property, right? Are you going to want to give it up? No. There's almost nothing in the planet Earth that you would give up if you had this. And I mean, literally, let's say you have whatever, trillions, and then, and then make everything come to zero. You have literally not even 1 cent in your pocket. The majority of the people on the planet Earth would never give it up. I think nobody would give it up, right? Unless there's one thing to give it up for. Isaiah 40 and 31. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They're going to be able to fly. They shall run and not be weary. Everything is possible with the Lord, right? They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. This little blessing, this little verse, this major, great, beyond your imagination blessing, which is actually little compared to all the other things that we're going to get to. But anyway, it's still big. This blessing would cause many people just to give up their riches. If the Lord was to say, you give up all your oil money, which is continual passive income. You give up all your oil money for just one blessing. A lot of people would do it. You know why? First and foremost, if you're smart, you can think to yourself, if I am able to fly, do you think I'm going to stay broke forever? No, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge people to see me fly. Just like David Copperfield. In rings. Yeah, this guy was doing shows. I already clicked it, by the way. This guy was doing shows, and he got demons on him, by the way. It's not a trick. It's not a trick. What he was doing is he was levitating, basically, and then the entity was lifted. The Superman stand. The entity was lifting him up, and then he was flying through a hoop. Something like that. No, not flying through a hoop, but circles and stuff like that. So they was doing stuff like that, like, yeah, there's not a stick there, bro. It's an entity holding them up. How about that? Levitating him. So he did a lot of things for him to be able to do these type of things. And this guy also, they're trying to fake it as if it's if they're field, whatever. This no wire, I know what it is, man. I know what magic looks like. Well, it looks fake. Magic looks fake. But if you go to places, you know what? Leave it. I'll just say this: there are certain places on the planet Earth that if you see things, you probably run away, because your city slicker mind wouldn't be able to handle it. But if you know, you're not gonna be scared. You're gonna be like, so now what? Looking at the time. Oh. Yeah, my Lord can do that too, man. So he can do it greater than you. He didn't have to sacrifice his soul. You did. So So what you gonna do? You gonna scare me? That's like being scared of a nightmare. You're a ghost. I got a ghost too, and I'm not afraid of you. Mine is the Holy One. you got demons on you, bro. What's up with that? But anyway, a lot of people would, if you had this power, you could just make money. You don't have to be poor all the time, you know. So I would just sell this, and then get one. This one blessing is enough for me to be able to basically get back into the money of this. Well, maybe not that much, but because oil money is it's more than gold. I mean, people need oil more than they need gold, right? So gold is in continual income. Oil is in continual income. Gold is not. Not everybody wants or needs gold to do their daily business. You do need oil. The majority of even the poor need oil to go to work and stuff like that. So yeah. But the point is that not everybody, but a lot of people would give up everything that they have just for one blessing that the Israelites are gonna get. That's the point of me going through all that. Right, so it says here, so you might think like verse 13. How can that be good? You might think it, but if I give you the examples, you will see like, oh no, you're right. The chastening that we go through right now is nothing compared to the blessings that we're gonna get in due time. Where's this? No, not that. Here. Is nothing compared to what we're going to get. Okay, so 2 Maccabees chapter 6 verse 13. For it is the token of his great goodness when wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punished. Because the wicked doers that was being punished were our own people. If you read the book of Jeremiah 34 and also Jeremiah I think 29 or 39, I think 29, it will show you that the elites of our people, they went into slavery first. Oh yeah, first Ezra chapter 1. The elites of our people, they went into slavery first. Because they were the rulers that was doing the wickedness. And then the people didn't want to do it, but they couldn't fight against them because they had power. They had the army, they had the police force. They could just slap the shit, they could slap the spit out your mouth, you know what I'm saying? Because they just sent their men, and their men were a bunch of goons, slapping you, keeping their laws instead of the laws of the Lord. That's exactly what Esau is doing right about now, because the majority of the people, they don't want the prices to rise every time. They don't want the children of theirs to be indoctrinated with their nonsense. That's why they're fighting so much, they complaining about Holly weird and they call it the woke. I call it go back to sleep. But they call it woke, and they're fighting against woke. Why the people? They're fighting against it. But who's doing it? Other cave people. They're fighting against feminism. Who's pushing the feminism? The government. Ain't no freaking female tough enough to set up her own laws and stuff like that. That's the government. A male body of devils. They're pushing the feminist agenda and stuff like that. And they're backing up with force of law. If you speak against it, they're going to arrest you. Stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Or they're gonna take his sponsors, which is a sure starvation sentence. Yeah, because they're gonna take your money from you, and then you're gonna have to. How you gonna pay this mansion off? The electricity that this mansion costs. Let's say you're a celebrity, and they cut off all the resources that you get your money from. That's why Fresh and Fit gotta beg for money now, because they got expensive things to pay. They bought all these expensive things. Now they got to pay the taxes on those expensive things. And they can't. That's why they need people money. They ask you, please give me a donation, please. If you ain't doing it, you're broke. You're broke. Fresh and Fit call. Calling their fans brokies if you can't support them. YouTube Fresh and Fit duo are facing backlash after calling their fans brokies who didn't want to pay for their exclusive content. So yeah, get here, for not donating, because they need the money. Why? So that they can drive around in them fancy cars. Those fancy cars, that's a lot of, that's a lot of tax money. If you got a fancy car, I'll put this link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself if you have the time. But anyway, they're broke. They're not broke. They have money, but they want you to supply for their lifestyle. That's what they want. They're not broke. They got money. They just don't wanna. They just want you to pay further for them, right? So going on. No, it says here. Second Maccabees chapter 6 verse 14. For not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish, right? He's leaving them till they have come to the fullness of their sins. That's when he gets them. So dealeth he with us, lest that being come to the height of sin, afterward he should take vengeance of us. No. So basically, he doesn't want us to commit too many sins. Therefore, we don't have a big patch of land in the world. But the world is created for us, by the way. But we don't have it. They have. Yeah, they have. The Assyrian Empire, I think this was Assyrian districts in Israel. The Median Empire, they also had their thing. The Babylonian Empire, they also had their thing. East Egypt had a whole region until here. This was all Egypt, like theirs. They had it all. You know, that was their region. And therefore he never withdraweth his mercy from us, because as soon as we did something, he punishes us. As if we step 2 steps back, he punishes us like 4 steps. Puts us back 4 steps. Because he loves you. He's like, don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna give you an example. If people was to see, no, I don't need to type it. If people was to go to the park, a park with pasture and stuff like that, right? And you would see little children. I can grab that picture here. You would see little children at the park, you know, chilling, and you see a child eating dog feces over there. A lot of people would just grab out their phone and be like, "Oh shit, look at what I just wrote," right? But if it's your own child, what do? You flip. You run toward that child, smack the feces out of his hand, whoosh. And then, you know, child gonna cry. You probably gonna slap him on the mouth. Don't eat that. You know, yeah, that's what I think a good parent would do. You know, but if it's not your child, you know, if you don't really care. Some people might be like, "Oh no, I don't want to help you." Yeah, whatever. But not everybody would do that. The majority of the people would, you know. But if it's your own, the majority of the people would help or smack the feces out of your hand and stuff like that, you know. So same thing with us with the Lord. And therefore, after he never withdraw, let me see. And therefore he never withdraweth his mercy from us. And though he punished with adversity, you're going to go through some things while he's punishing you. Yet doth he never forsake his people. But let this that we had spoken be for warning unto us. Yeah, all this. It should be a warning. So don't do it again. And now will we come to the declaring of the matter in a few words. So basically, when you read all these things, you should consider, be like, nah, I don't think I want to do adultery, because it might feel good right now, slapping that ass. It might feel good, you know, being bossy toward the dude. Yeah, man, I'm a real man. You woman, you know what I'm saying? You can't handle it. It's too much woman for you, man. You know what I'm saying? She love me. Yeah, you think you're tough. You know, you pimping on hoes. Yeah, man, I got major bitches, man. I got money. You know, I'm boasting. I got all the money in the world, man. I got cigars and shit like that, you know. But I do have to put my hands like this to bow down to the white boy. But anyway, I got still I got money. I got bitches. They arrested with me. You know, I got mad bitches, the pretty ones with the slim legs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Doing good in life, yeah. Got it like that. Yeah, whatever. So you might think you're balling for a sweet moment in time until the Heavenly Father comes down upon you, and then, yeah, that's not going to be a good day for you. So you should think of that. And also, if you want to be great in the kingdom, then don't mess it up here. Matthew 5 and what was it again? Matthew 5 and 17 then? Sorry, 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so. So you're breaking it and you're teaching men to break it? He shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. I don't think I want that. But whosoever shall do these laws and teach them to the people, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. I think I want this. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think I want it. Of course I would want this, man. What do you think? But yeah, hey, not everybody would think like that, because a lot of people are actually teaching you, oh, the laws are done away with. You can just eat pork and shrimp. You can do whatever you want. The Lord is gonna forgive you. Okay. Okay, cool. If that's what you're teaching, and the people that following you, they want to follow you, great. Okay. I'm not gonna dig a ditch. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it for yourself. So yeah. So Joshua chapter 16 verse. I think I'm done with everything. Joshua 16 and start at 9. And the separated cities for the children of Ephraim were among the inheritance of the children of Manasseh, all the cities with their villages. Right? So you had separate cities of Ephraim in the midst of Manasseh, which is on this side of Jordan, here. This side. And yes, we did have this, but later because we sinned, we couldn't beat them. This is in the book of Joshua 13. We did have it. We had actually a bigger portion given unto us, but we couldn't. Let me see here. I think that's it. Yeah. This was the bigger portion given unto us. Here. This was the bigger portion given unto us, but we couldn't keep it because we lost this one. And we lost this one. and also on later on King Solomon, he actually reached further. King Solomon, he actually destroyed the people of Ephraim and stuff like that. He destroyed them there, but then again we lost because we started to sin again after King Solomon died. Sorry. Joshua 16 and 10, and they drave not out the Canaanites that dwelled in Gezer, which was here, Gezer here, which is our place, but we didn't kick them out. But the Canaanites dwelled among the Ephraimites unto this day and served under tribute. So we did make them pay us taxes. Tribute is taxes. And that's what we're going to do with the entire planet Earth, by the way. Something given or contributed voluntarily as due or deserved. Yes, and we now give the same thing to Esau. That's why I'm not 100% angry. I do think sometimes, like, damn, man, if I didn't have to pay taxes, things would be more cheaper. But it's all good, man. It says here, Romans chapter 13 verse 6, for this cause pay ye tribute also. Start here. Verse 5. Romans 13 and 5. Wherefore ye must needs be subject. And subject is you're under someone. A person or thing that is being discussed. No. Not that one. Here. bring a person or country under one's control or jurisdiction. Since we didn't want to serve the Lord, now we got to serve our enemies. That's the subjection part, and it's mentioned here. If you understand these scriptures, a lot of things are gonna be softer for you. You're not really gonna be angry. I'm still angry. Don't get that twisted. I'm fuming actually, but I'm still cool cat with it. It's not 100% big deal. If you understand it, then the Lord's gonna hopefully He's gonna soften it in your mind. Lord willing, of course. Deuteronomy 28:47, because thou servest not Yahweh thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things that He gave us. Right? Therefore, since you didn't want to do that, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. You want a car? You want a house? You want clothing? You want some water? You want food? Then you need to serve your enemies. Since you don't want to serve me, the God of the universe, the power of everything in existence, the creator of everything in existence that you see and cannot see, through His Son He made it, by the way. And He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until He had destroyed thee, but not destruction until utter destruction, as He explained in the book of 2 Maccabees chapter 6, and also in the book of Baruch chapter 4. He also explains, look, I didn't do it to basically exterminate you. I did it for your punishment. But don't trip. You're going to get something real beautiful out of it. Let me whoop your ass first. And then you're going to get it. Right? Not only for wrath. So, be subject, not only for wrath's sake, but also for conscience sake. So that you have it in your conscience like, I didn't do anything. Yeah, that's good. That's a good conscience. You can walk on the street without looking back like, oh man, I stole some coke from a kingpin. And I'm living lavishly and I'm balling, but I gotta watch out left and right. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth. Oh, something startled me. It was just a cat running or a mouse. You're already scared. Right. So for conscience sake, be subject. Meaning, if they tell you not to date girls that are younger than 16, age of consent, for example. Yeah. If they tell you that don't be dating girls younger than 16, then that is what you do. If they tell you don't be dating girls younger than 14, then that is what you do. And if I'm correct, you need to be 18 in order for you to date a 14-year-old. And here also 18. And here also 18. And here also 18. I'm not sure about this one. But I'm not going to try it. I did. Well, I came into a fucked up situation, actually. But anyway, Lord willing, nothing happened. Nothing happened, literally. Almost came in a fucked up situation, bro. But as a drunk that I am, fumbled it. And that's good. Because a drunken master is, he gonna say crazy shit. Did you know that if you're drunk, you can say things to people, and not drunk, like drunk, but if you're drinking, you can say things to people, and that will, you can break up relationships. And I didn't have a relationship, but I'm telling you, you can. Let me see. If you meet a girl, and if you say something stupid, you're gonna scare them off. That's good. Because yeah. Also, adding on to that, if you are honest with females, you're not gonna get a lot of pussy. Yeah, because you're gonna say things that gonna, no, I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. No, I don't want this guy in my life, and stuff like that. But anyway, you see the age of consent and stuff like that. Above 15, only after a complaint, unless in a position of trust. Okay, but then again, you have in America the age of consent in this area is 16 years old, and all the others is 16, and you're 17 and stuff like that. But only in the predominant, if I'm correct, predominant places where you have Jakes, you have the 18, and you got the Mexican Latino people here. You have the 18, but here you got the Caucasus and stuff like that. Here, I think this is Texas. I'm not sure. Right. For conscience sake, don't be doing stupid stuff. Not only for wrath, because you're going to get punished if you're breaking their laws, but also for your own conscience, and then you can walk free upon the planet Earth talking about, I didn't do anything. Verse 6. For this cause pay ye tribute also for these costs, that you're subject, and that you're not going to get wrath upon you, and also for conscience sake, that you don't have to look behind your back for the IRS. Just pay them their money, man. Or else they're gonna come down with you with on down you. They're gonna come down on you with wrath because they want their money. Where's my money? For they are the heavenly Father's ministers. Yes, that is true. These devils are the ministers, which is a servant. They are the ministers of the Lord. No, not this one. That's another minister. Attend to the needs of someone. And in this case, these Edomites, look, when the Assyrians was over us and taxed us, they were the ministers of the Lord. When the Babylonians was over us and taxed us, you can read in the first Ezra chapter 1, he was taxing us very heavy, but he was taxing us in gold and silver. God damn, that's even more worth. Shit. But now he's taxing you in paper money. That ain't shit. He's giving him his money. That nothing. That monopoly money. And it ain't even gold or silver. It's nothing. It's nothing. Anyway, it still hurts in the pocket sometimes. You'd be like, hey man, I could have used that money to buy something good for myself. But anyway, just give him his money. Right? So, he's the minister of the Lord, attending continually upon the very thing. What thing? The punishment that we're under. He's attending to it. He's making sure that you suffer. That's because we sin against the Lord, and therefore we need to pay taxes. So don't duck and dodge taxes. I know it's messed up. I would rather duck it too, but I'm looking behind me and be like, no man, the Lord, I think he's going to do something, man. Let me just give these people their money and let me keep it at that. Right. Render therefore to all their dues. Give them their money. They deserve it. Why? Because we sinned against the Lord, and therefore they deserve it. Tribute to whom tribute is due. Custom to whom custom. Fear to whom fear. Right. Fear the police. No, fear the judges. Fear the police, fear the judges, whatever. If you do crime, if you don't do crime, then not only for wrath you should be subject unto them, but also for conscience sake. So you don't have to be scared of the police. Lord willing, I'm not scared of the police. I mean, I know there's a bunch of racist motherfucking devil police is all there. Yeah. But I'll be thinking like, well, if I please the Lord, he make it even my enemies to be at peace with me. I would think so. You know, I'd believe that. So, yeah. Honor to whom honor. Yeah. You honor those busters that are in authority. Those busters, I do hate them, especially the politicians and stuff like. Cause they nothings, man. And they always put a black female over you, so that I hate them, you know. And the black female just rolling with it. Oh, I'm in power now, yay! I couldn't have done this without the white man. I have literally met black females that says, "Well, the white man this and white man that, and the white man, but the white man." Okay. He set you up. He gave you this freedom. Anyway, so yeah, so for that, you know, we are also paying tribute to them. You know, so we're paying tribute to them now. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted also.